A family settles into their suburban dream life when a dark energy invades their home.
Something was watching me. You felt it almost breathing on you.
Evil lurks behind every corner.
Scary man, he's in the wall.
I could feel that something was around me.
And no one rests in peace.
It wasn't a nightmare. It's the threat.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up for the night.
No argument from me.
Me neither.
In 2013, Bill Toller, a brick mason, takes on a job at the state penitentiary.
I was starting my own contracting business and doing bricks and remodeling. We had one really big job, which was the jail. The tools had to be away from the inmates, so where we kept our tools at was death row.
Yeah, has anybody ever told you guys that we're standing in the execution chamber? Well, the former execution chamber. For nearly 20 years, prisoners were put to death right where we're standing.
He says the gurney that you're using is actually where people have died on that gurney from lethal injection. It was kind of creepy.
Dang.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Let's get out of here.
But this is not the only big project in Bill's life. He has just moved his family to the suburbs.
We were moving from Baltimore, from a little row home to Pasadena. Pasadena is a quiet, family-oriented community. Kind of like waterfront type people, always on the water, fishing, crabbing. Definitely a good place to raise kids.
Rudy the tugboat was shiny and new, ready to set sail on the ocean blue.
Waiting for Bill at home is his wife Amanda and their son Colin.
To be part of it all.
When Bill and I arrived at the house, we both knew that it was perfect for us. It was a lot of room.
Chug, chug, chug. Chug, chug, chug. Moving out to sea went the little tug.
Daddy!
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, good.
Colin's a big ball of energy. Rough, tough, typical boy.
How was your day?
It was good. Long, tired.
What happened to your finger?
Oh, I'm still out. No big deal. Hey, guys. You're leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, Mom's waiting.
Bill also has two sons from a previous relationship, Byron and Corey, who stay with them part of the time.
Well, tell your mom I said hi, and listen, Behave yourselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're just a normal, average family.
I'll see you later, okay?
See ya. Have a good week, guys. Bye. Bye. All right, where were we?
Bill's new business is booming, but it's a mixed blessing.
My work was pretty crazy. We were working like 18-hour days. We had a couple different jobs going each day. I would get up around 6:30ish, be out the door by 7:30. It wasn't unusual to see me come home at 2:30 in the morning. You make the sacrifices for your family so you can have things in life that you normally wouldn't have. It's life sometimes.
Most days, it's up to Amanda to manage the running of the home alone.
Not long after we moved in, maybe one of the first few weeks that we were there, Bill was working as usual. I was in the living room. I heard little tapping noises, and I wasn't too sure what to make of it.
Weird.
The tapping would be the corner, top corner, it could be the left, the right. It was so random, it wasn't one area.
Bill?
I kept hearing my name. It was like a whisper. It was in the hallway, and then it got closer to my ear. I thought, okay, well, Bill's home.
Bill!
I kept listening, and it would stop. I knew what I heard. I was like 100% sure that someone was there. I just knew I wasn't alone.
Amanda decides to keep what she's heard to herself.
Bill, do you hear that?
Hang on.
Bill and I were in bed late at night. We both heard footsteps upstairs.
We knew that there was nobody up there because Colin was asleep and the boys were with their mom. And we sat there and listened. We could hear it walking from one room to the next and down the hallway.
Someone's in the house.
Go check it out.
Fearing for his family's safety, Bill grabs a gun he keeps locked away for protection.
Honey, be careful.
I will.
So I went upstairs and checked everything out, all the doors and windows. There was nothing up there.
A few days after moving into a new home, Amanda Toller begins hearing strange noises and sends her husband to search for the intruder.
I grabbed my gun and went downstairs and checked everything out. We had a panoramic picture, 18 inches tall, 4 foot wide. That picture comes off the wall, hits the desk, flips to the left, and lands about 6 feet away. And I had hung it really good. I smacked the wall and everything to make sure that picture wasn't going to fall because it's canvas. It should have stopped right when it fell and hit the desk. There was nothing to give it a different motion.
What's that noise?
The picture fell.
What was going on upstairs?
Nothing. Colin was sound asleep and all the doors and windows were locked.
Are you sure? I heard it. We heard it.
I don't know what it was. Sometimes houses creak and make a noise.
In my head, I'm thinking, it's nothing. It's gotta be something settling or something.
But Amanda still feels the events are unexplainable.
The footsteps, the whispering, the tapping happened all the time. Every day I knew that something was watching me. If I walked down the hallway, it was right on my back. If I went to the kitchen, it was next to me or right behind me. You felt it almost breathing on you. And I would always turn around, and nothing was there.
How was your day? Just okay? You feeling a little tired? Here, sit with Mommy. I'm all tired too.
Over the next few weeks, Amanda and her son Colin begin to feel their energy being drained.
Let's just take a little nap, okay?
We get home around 5 o'clock. And as soon as we got in the door, I would go to the couch with Colin and we would immediately just go to sleep. And we would wake up around 11 o'clock at night, eat, shower, and go right back to bed.
If I had to come home in the afternoon and grab a tool in between switching jobs or something, or sleeping, if I came home early, 10 o'clock, they're back asleep, or they're just waking up off the couch at 10 o'clock. It was pretty strange.
He was really concerned. So I went to the doctor, had physical done, I had blood work done. Everything came back normal.
The mysterious fatigue strikes at all hours. Her sleep is anything but peaceful.
I would have nightmares. And it would be violent, like horrific, terrifying dreams. Really, really terrible dreams.
For weeks, Amanda Toller has been sensing an unnerving presence in her house. Now she comes face to face with the entity that's been tormenting her.
I kind of just stopped and looked again. Am I really seeing this?
The event leaves her shaken. But Amanda isn't ready to confront her husband with her suspicions that their dream house is haunted.
I didn't want to say it. Because I knew that if I said it out loud to Bill, that it would actually be true. And that I couldn't block it out anymore. I didn't want to believe that this was really happening. Usually I would never want to leave the bedroom because I didn't want to have to go up and down the stairs and have to feel that presence behind me.
Day after day, night after night, Amanda continues to live in fear.
And I could feel like an uncomfortable feeling on my back. Kind of like a burning sensation.
Bill? You okay?
I kind of like turned to look at my back, and I had 2 lines. The scratch was probably about 4 inches, 5 inches. They looked like claw marks.
What is it? What happened?
Look at this.
Bill, oh my God. What happened?
I don't know.
The morning that Bill got scratched, that's when it all became real. We were living in it. This is what we were dealing with.
Something's going on in this house.
It was me who said, Bill, I feel like I'm being watched. And then it kind of led into everything. I couldn't deny it anymore.
That's when she kind of opened up and told me everything that was going on with her. We're dealing with something that can definitely hurt us.
I told Bill that I wanted to move because I was so afraid. I really just wanted to get out of there.
What are we gonna do?
Bill tries to convince Amanda that they can overcome this.
We're gonna get through this. The children are fine. They're not experiencing anything.
Me and Amanda had talked about it. We agreed to have somebody come in and investigate the house and try to see if they could find anything wrong with the house.
As they wait for help to arrive, Bill's 2 sons are home for the weekend.
Would you stop messing with that glove?
First thing, I gotta break it in. Second thing, that's your job.
Me and my brother went to go get, like, trash bags and stuff.
Use a little help here.
Your job.
Byron? I think you need to see this.
Corey was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I see it." Looked like it was just looking at us.
After several paranormal experiences in their home, the Toller family invites John Drenner Jr., founder of Glen Burnie Ghost Hunters, to investigate.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
Sure, I'm here to help.
The second I walked through that doorway, it felt like I had walked through a brick wall. The pressure was intense. The feeling that you got was overwhelming.
When John came over, I was pretty nervous to find out what he was going to find.
So tell me what's been going on.
Well, it started with footsteps and then tapping. Tap, 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 always like that.
The tapping were coming in threes, which led me to believe it was demonic. And 3 is the number of the Holy Trinity that they are making a mockery of. Amanda and Colin were often very tired, mainly because this entity was feeding off of them. The way that demons work is that they will use you like a battery. They will drain you, make you tired, to break you down physically, mentally, and spiritually to where they can invade. Scratches are a main indication of a demonic presence because human spirits don't have that type of power.
What you're experiencing is likely not a human spirit. It sounds like a demon.
A demon?
John said that demons work by trying to wear you down, and their ultimate goal was to possess you or take your body over.
What can we do?
I want to do a walkthrough of the house. Who's this?
This is our son, Colin. Colin, this is John.
Hello. No, I don't want to. No.
Colin was interacting with this unseen force. And I asked him, I said, who are you talking to and who are you playing with? He was afraid.
Hey, Colin. Who are you talking to?
A man.
Man. What's his name?
Colin voices the name of the demon, Rodicon.
There is no way that he would have known that demon's name unless that demon had told him himself.
Okay, buddy. See you later. Amanda, Colin has just said the name of a demon. Now, this is very important. No one in this family must ever repeat that name. Naming it gives it more power.
God.
Is everything okay?
Colin is at risk. We need to cleanse the house now.
To know that my son was communicating with a demon was just terrifying, just heartbreaking to know that I don't have control over this, and this demon could make him do anything. It was just really scary.
The reason it gave Colin his name is because it wanted to take advantage of an innocent child. It wanted to be invited in. What I feared that would happen to Colin next if that demon remained in the house is that he would undergo a possession.
John prepares sage to cleanse the entire house in the hopes that he can chase the demon away.
By the might of God, in the name of all that is holy, come down, warrior angels, and cast out these demons. Drive them away from this home, this family, and seal off this home from all that is unholy.
He started reading prayers.
By the might of God, in the name of all that is holy, come down, warrior angels, and cast out these demons.
It was so heavy in the house that it was hard to breathe.
By the might of God, in the name of all that is holy, come down, warrior angels, and cast out these demons. Drive them away from this home, this family, and seal off this home from all that is unholy.
Once the blessing was over, the house felt a lot lighter, and it seemed like it was gone.
John said, "How do you feel in here?" I said, "It feels good in here. I can breathe."
That's it. The last room is cleansed.
I feel a difference already.
We had hopes that we could get this thing cleared up to where we could stay there.
Bill and Amanda are relieved to have the cleansing behind them. But now Colin appears to be frightened once again.
We were getting ready for work, and Colin was on the bed, and he would not look at Bill.
You okay, Colin? Colin, look at me.
No.
What's the matter, buddy?
Scary man. He's in the walls.
Colin referred to them as monsters, and there was one that he said it's in the wall.
I could feel that something was around me.
See you behind me?
Bill and Amanda Toller thought they cleansed their house of an evil demon. But when their son Colin sees it inside the wall, it's become apparent they were very wrong.
See you behind me?
I felt like, oh my God.
He was terrified. I felt more of an urgency to try to protect him, but I didn't know how because this is something that I can't see.
Feeling that there is safety in numbers, Bill and Amanda moved the three boys into their bedroom.
Okay, last one.
We decided that we weren't going to let the kids sleep upstairs anymore because it was just too dangerous.
Earlier that evening, Bill talked with sons Byron and Corey.
Thanks, Dad.
I asked them if they felt anything weird in the house or heard noises that they couldn't explain. They said, yeah, that they would hear like stuff go up and down the hallway. They said they felt like something was always outside the door.
How long are we going to have to live like this?
Only a couple days, buddy. We're getting help.
You could still hear footsteps upstairs. And we're talking 5 people all in one room, knowing that there's nobody upstairs.
It's okay, buddy, all right?
Once again, the family calls in paranormal investigator John Drenner Jr. This time he brings along additional support, an expert on demons.
I called him in because I thought he would have a better grasp on what we were dealing with and how we could better attack it.
Once I went inside, I had some strange feelings about the place. Something kept drawing me to the basement.
Downstairs, investigators detect paranormal energy.
Mike, over here.
You feel it? A portal.
Portal is a passage that entities travel from one world to the next. And they do this so they can have a quick exit and a quick entrance.
Suddenly, Mike detects a new energy.
Bill? Is this yours?
Yeah, keep all my tools down here.
There's a very dark energy surrounding this bag. Where have you been working with this bag?
He told me that he's a contractor and he was doing some work in a prison, particularly death row. And that's where these tools have been. They've been sitting in death row for weeks on end.
The bag was kept in the room where they used to execute the prisoners.
And he was bringing these tools into the house. And that's when I said, now I have the connection. There seemed to be something attaching itself to the tools.
He said that that was pretty much probably where this thing it came from. He felt like I brought it back.
Can you take the tools out of the bag?
Mike further explains that once inside the house, the demon opened a portal. To protect the family from further harm, the tools must be blessed and the portal sealed.
The tools are electrical tools. Anything magnetic can draw any type of entity because they live in a magnetic world.
Dear Lord, in Jesus' name.
Bless these tools that they may not again be used as a conduit for entities to come between one threshold and another. Thank you, Lord. Amen. And call on God's warrior angels to come carry all evil entities back to their source. In God's holy name, I bind and seal this doorway to hell. In Jesus' name, amen.
Once we did the blessing, I sensed that the portal was closed.
We need to move on to the rest of the house.
For days, everything is calm. The house is quiet. The Tollers believe they finally have their house and their lives back.
The last blessing that we had, I truly felt that this is going to help, that we're going to be able to live here and be able to live our lives normal. Good job.
You immediately seen the difference in Colin and Amanda. Amanda wasn't sleeping as much as she was, and Colin was back to acting full of energy.
For more hunting, visit DestinationAmerica.com. Amanda Toller is hopeful that paranormal investigators have cleansed her home of an evil entity. But just when she thinks it's safe,
Colin, what's wrong, honey? Did you have a nightmare?
A scary man pushed me.
What scary man?
The car hit me.
Colin had woke up crying, and he said that he had a really bad dream. A man had pushed him into the road, and he was hit by a car.
Bill. Oh my God. Colin just had a nightmare that someone killed him. His description was too gory and detailed for a child his age. Bill, I'm scared.
What? Listen, get out of the house now. I'm at a psychic's office.
I'll explain later. Just get Colin to the sitter and...
Get over here now. Text you the address.
Oh, okay. All right. Come on, buddy. Bill, what's going on?
I was driving by here and I just got this gut feeling that I needed to come inside.
I remember riding down the road and looking up and just seeing a sign, and I had a feeling like I need to go in here.
Tell my wife what you told me.
Don't take your children back to the house. It's too dangerous.
What?
Your son had a nightmare about his death, right?
Yes. How did you know?
It was a man pushing him in front of a car. It wasn't a nightmare. It's a threat from an evil entity in your house.
Did you tell her about his dream?
No. She told me, and then you called.
The psychic had told us about this dream that she already knew about even before we told her.
Yeah, that was definitely confirmation that whatever was there was real, and whatever he had dreamt about was a warning.
I know you love and care for your son deeply. Don't take him back to the house. He's in mortal danger. I felt that the children were in danger, and our whole family was in danger, and it was not safe to be there anymore.
They both agree. Their dream is now a nightmare. Amanda takes the children to stay with a relative, while Bill must return to collect his tools for work.
What was that? Did you hear?
Let's just get this loaded and get out of here, please.
We were getting the scaffold and stuff out of the backyard, and we were hearing, like, tapping on the glass.
Bill?
At that point, I said, let's keep going. Let's just hurry up and get this stuff and get out of here.
Whatever's in there can stay in there.
Gotta tell me twice.
All right. That's yours. You good with that?
The Tollers never spend another night in the home and begin to rebuild their dreams in a nearby town.
When Bill and I drove away from the house for the very last time, it was a moment of relief to know that it was over, it was done, and we weren't going to look back ever again.
We bought a house. Everything's pretty normal. No weird feelings, no anxiety. Everything felt like it should.
It changed my life. Before I was atheist, and then this whole thing changed my view. I believe in God now from that whole experience.
All right, let's stack these boxes up and we'll go for another one, okay?
Definitely opened my eyes that there's things out there that just, it's not as cut and dry as a lot of movies and stuff make it seem. It's a lot more real when you're there.
Look, Epi.
It's kind of like being in a glass box. Like, you can see everything around you, but you can't get out of it. You feel like you're stuck.
The Tollers have moved on, but demons never die.